So welcome to Tai Chi. We will get started as always, just with a little standing meditation. So allow the crown of the head to rise, relax the shoulders, feel rooted in your feet, a nice even weight distribution, and breathe nice and low down to the center point known as the Dantian. Just give some time to really focus on the present, leaving any thoughts or worries at the door. Bringing our attention to the breath. And we'll close. All right, and today we'll start with a little self-massage. So let's warm up the hands. And go over the temples of the head. Lightly pressing and making a gentle circle. And then brush over the ears. And go over the earlobes gently. And then brush over the neck. And go over the sides of the neck, kind of the part that connects to the shoulder. There's normally a pretty stiff muscle. And then circle around your shoulder. And the other shoulder. And brush down one arm. And the other arm. And go over each finger, thumb, index finger, middle, ring, and pinky. And the other thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky. Good. And then bring your hands over the lower back. Gently rub the lower back. And over the sides. And stomach. And then we'll make a nice circle around the lower abdomen up to the bottom of the rib cage. Reverse directions. All right, we'll get both hands and brush over the leg, front of the leg, and the inner thigh, outer thigh, hamstrings, over the other leg, the front, inner thigh, outer thigh, hamstrings. Right, come on up and circle around the knees. And then down the shins and calves. Back up gently, nice and tall. And then we'll do a little pat along the body. Start with the upper back. Pat the arm. Other arm. Lower back. Sides, stomach. And then down one leg. And back up, and the other leg down. Back up gently, very good. And take a nice breath in. And exhale, place the hands on the lower abdomen again. Back in a nice tall upright position. Breathing low. And we'll begin the 8 brocades, just 3 repetitions. We're going to lift hands to heaven. Inhaling. Exhale down. One more time. And close. Get into our wide stance to draw the bow and arrow. Bring the hands in front of us. Exhale, imagine pulling the bowstring. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. One more on each side. Close. Separate heaven and earth. Pressing down and up as we exhale. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale. Inhale. One more on each side. And close. Bring the hands to the side. Owl gazes backwards. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Rotate the hands. Inhale back to the middle. One more in each direction. And close. All right, and back into our wide stance. To bow the head and wag the tail, we turn the body, exhale, down and around. Inhale back up. One more in each direction. And close. Very good. Bending over to release the waist. Bring the hands over the lower back. Inhale. Exhale down. Hands down to the feet. Take a breath in and out at the bottom. Inhale back up. Exhale to the sides. One more. And close. Okay, back into our wide stance. To clench the fist and glare fiercely, we sink into nice depth. Making two gentle fists. We exhale, tighten your fist and punch. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, punch. Inhale, back. One more on each side. And close. And finally, the heel drop. Just going to gently inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, drop. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. And close. Okay, bring the hands back to the center. Nice and relaxed. And close. All right. Very nice. So we're going to work on single whip and wave hands like clouds, and a high pat like horse, which is a or not high pat like horse, high pat horse is what it's called, which is the kind of the last sequence that finishes the second half or the first half of the 24 form. But let's just do a nice little review of wave hands like clouds, and we'll kind of move into that. This should be a fairly recognizable movement. We're going to start with the arms, and then we'll take some steps with it. So wave hands like clouds, we're shifting the weight, letting the top hand glide off, kind of turning like you're high-fiving someone off to the side, and then scooping under. And then we turn to the other side. And the turn is all through the hips. So the hips, not the back, are turning. Scoop under. Turn, shift the weight, and comes off and scoops under as we bring it back. And when we're in the middle, it's always like we're holding a ball. So as you can see, one arm is out in front of the ball, the other is kind of scooped under the ball. Turn, off, scoop, under. Holding the ball again, turning it, off, scoop, under. And just keeping the hands relaxed. There's a phrase in Tai Chi, you want to have fair lady's hands. Very graceful hands, not too rigid, but not too soft either. Somewhere right in between. Lightly extended, as it's sometimes referred to. The shoulders relaxed. Elbows are always basically pointing down, especially when they're bent. All right, close. And then we already should know the stepping pattern, but let's just review the side step, natural stance. So we shift the weight, turn this direction in order to step out the opposite direction. And we turn, bring this foot in. Turn, shift the weight off, step, turn, bring the other foot in. All right, let's go the other way. So turn opposite, step out, turn, step in. Okay, very good. And close. Now bringing that all together. Wave hands like clouds. We'll go in this direction first, so to your right, if you're following me. Turn. Comes off. We step. This is where we scoop under. Wave hands, clouds. Step in. Let's do one more. Okay, good. From here, let's go the opposite way. So hold the ball and turn this way. Step out. Step in. Going slow, letting the arms flow. With the movement, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Elbows pointed down. Staying wave hands like clouds. Okay. And then go ahead and close. Now we're going to continue. We're going to focus on single whip now. So we're going to make a bow stance facing this direction. Okay. And make your hook. If you want to mirror me, you can, but whatever makes more sense. I know I'm facing sideways. So, and then we're going to make a hook this direction. All right. And so single whip, when we do this, we will be shifting back and bringing the hook under. So the hook kind of scoops under to form the bottom part of the ball, while the other hand forms the front. One more time, we're in single whip. And we shift back. We pick up the ball. And then we're going to wave hands like clouds. So the first step is actually going to step in with this foot. Step out. We're gonna do 3 of these. This was number 2. Step out again. Number 3, number 3, we step forward a little bit. We in and forward. We make our hook. Step out and single whip. Okay. Now we're going to practice to be kind of ambidextrous with most of our Tai Chi movements. So let's do it in the other direction now. So we're going to step in a bow stance this way, make a hook, single whip, then we're going to shift back, pick up the ball, and the first motion is here. We just wave hands like clouds, step in, step out. That's 1. Step in, out. That's 2. 1 more. Step in, but a little bit forward. Over here, make your hook. Step out. Single whip. Good. Close. So practice that kind of going both ways. All right. So let's again make our hook and do single whip in this direction. So go ahead, step in a good bow stance. Weight is in this back leg. Make your hook, single whip. Shift back, pick up the ball, wave hands like clouds. 1. Step out when our hands are up here. Over, this is wave hands like clouds. 2, we step in, step out, and 1 more, wave hands like clouds. 3, stepping a little bit forward, make your hook, step out, single whip, close. Right, now we'll go in this direction. So we're going just kind of back and forth, kind of getting the rhythm and adding that wave hands like clouds motion we've been practicing. So go ahead and step a good bow stance in this direction. And the bow stance, this foot is always pointing in the direction that we're going to be moving, okay? When we are in a bow stance. When we're in natural stance, we're moving this way, but our feet are both facing forward. But right now, we start in bow stance with our single whip. Single whip. Right? And we shift back, bring the hook under, pick up the ball, and we begin wave hands like clouds. 1. We shift the weight to this side, we step out. The other side, step in. That's 2. This is 3. Step forward. Make your hook. Step out. Single whip. Good. Close. 1 more in this direction. So good bow stance facing here now. Make your hook. Single whip. Shift back. Pick up the ball. Wave hands like clouds. 1. Wave hands like clouds. 2. Wave hands like clouds. Stepping forward. 3. Make your hook. Single whip. And close. Okay. Now we'll look at the last part. So I mentioned we're going to also review high pat horse. So high pat horse happens right after the second single whip. Relatively easy. So I'm going to show sideways, and I'll also go forwards just so you can see a couple different angles. But if we're like this, we just did a single whip to the side. Then what we do is we're going to bring in the back foot and the back hand. So the hook hand is going to come to the ear, and the back foot is going to just come in a little bit. And then we shift back, and we do high pat horse. This hand's kind of like it's brushing the horse's head, while this hand comes back, palm up. The weight is on this back leg, and you could actually lift the toes if you would like, or not the toes, lift the heel of this front foot. Okay, try that again. All right, so we have a nice single whip in this direction. Bring in the back foot. This hand comes to the ear. High pat horse. Good. One more time. Single whip. High pat horse. So it's pretty subtle, but you're just bringing that weight back. Now let's go the other direction. So you have the practice. So step good bow stance, make your hook, single whip. Good. Bring in the back foot and the hand comes by the ear, and high pat horse. Okay. Do it again. Make our hook, single whip. And then we're going to step in, high pat horse. The feeling is kind of similar to Repulse Monkey. It does have that kind of a similar feel as you're shifting the weight back. All right, one more time, but this is just a singular movement, so it's kind of an interesting move. So, single whip, foot comes in, high pat horse. Okay. Close. So it does look like I know you were kind of highlighting Repulse Monkey, right? It's similar. Repulse Monkey, you're reaching back like this, right? We're stepping back, which does look a little similar to high pat horse, which is high pat horse. We step in and then we shift back, but we don't actually step back. It's a little different feeling, but it does have a similar look. I know when I was first learning, it was like that. All right, let's do it one time for the last minute that we have here. We're going to go through single whip to wave hands like clouds to single whip to high pat horse. All right, so I'm putting them all together as it is in the form. So single whip, shift back, the ball for wave hands like clouds. This is one step, wave hands like clouds, two, wave hands like clouds, three, we step forward, make your hook, single whip, and then bring in the back foot for high pat horse. And then I'll try it one more time on this direction. I'm gonna go the other way just for fun, just for a little different. All right, so single whip, shift back, wave hands like clouds, one, wave hands like clouds, two, wave hands like clouds, three, step forward, make your hook, single whip, bring in the back foot, high pat horse, and close. Bring your hands over the stomach, take a moment, breathe. Affirm yourself for putting in the practice today. Thank you all very much.